What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Welcome out to that Boom Bap Breakfast right here on the Remix Morning Show. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor, and guess what? We here. This is the Remix Morning Show. Today we have no host. Everybody is out and about doing their thing. So today's show is going to be cut a little bit short today, but we're going to go do a little bit of hip hop while we here, because you know that's what I deal with all day, every day. So big up to Big Till. I see everybody in the comments section. Big up to Anthony D. Big up to Lisa. Stoner Loner. All right. So yeah, pretty much what's going on today is we're going to talk a little bit about hip hop. Maybe a host might pop up. Maybe they won't. But anyway, we're going to run it like that. Once again, make sure y'all do, while y'all are here, hit that like button, that subscribe button. And we will be back in full force with the Remix Morning Show next week at Tuesday at 8 a.m. Big up Anna. Big up John. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up in the building. Ursula. We got Craig. Dopeness. Sugar Booger. That's right. You know I got to hold it down. Ain't nothing like holding it down for my team. You got to do that. So anyway, what I did want to talk about real quick, since we are here on the Remix Morning Show, is you know how you got some people that don't have like black friends and they don't even know what's going on? Well, listen, there's this one thing that happened that I have to talk about real quick. Y'all know, y'all remember Stacey Dash? You know, she used to be an actress, Dame Dash's sister, cousin, or whatever she is. So find out that she just heard about DMX's passing. You talk about no friends. Oh my gosh. Check this out real quick.
Seems like actress Stacey Dash was living under a rock for a year. She just found out DMX passed away and had this reaction.
I'm ashamed.
Getting visibly emotional, she revealed she did not know about his death.
I didn't know DMX died. I didn't know.
Stacey also opened up about her own sobriety, revealing she was 6 years clean.
I am today 6 years and 1 month clean. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. He lost to it. He lost to that demon of addiction.
And I mean, the music just does it. The music helps it all too. Music always helps. But I'm just saying, yo, you under a rock for a whole year. You ain't hear that DMX died. Like, that was like almost national. That was national worldly news. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Other than that, I did want to talk a little bit about, we talked about hip hop. We talked about elements of hip hop, and we didn't really get to touch all the bases. As a lot of people know, and some that don't know, you do have elements of hip hop. You have MCing, you have DJing, you have graffiti, you have breakdancing, you have beatboxing, you have working with your community. That's another element. It's a lot of different elements that you have in this hip hop that's not talked about. But one person I did want to talk about today, since we do have the time to do it, is the inventor of the scratch. Now, let me talk about him real quick. No other than Grand Wizard Theodore. That's right, Grand Wizard Theodore, also known as Theodore Livingston. He was born in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx. That's right. He's widely known for being the inventor of the scratch technique. He also does what you call needle drops. This is when you just drop it and right at the right place, and then bam, it gets the whole party going. So his mentor at first was Mean Gene. Then after that, he started working with Grandmaster Flash. So what happened is how this all happened is pretty much he was in his room playing with music, and his mom was like, yo, turn that volume down. So he held the record while she was talking, and then he heard the little scratch sound like, oh, yo, like, he's like, yo, what's that right there? So after that, he just started incorporating it into his sets and started doing the scratching. So he was pretty much also down. Grand Wizard Theodore was down with the Fantastic Five. They had a song in 1982 called "Can I Get a Soul Clap?" Well, can I get a soul clap? Also done by AG and Showbiz, which was almost like a redub. And he was also in the film in 1983, Wild Style. So pretty much that is the man responsible for the scratch. Now, when I do talk about that, I want to also show a little bit of how he really got down. Now, when he got down, it was like this, in case you didn't know. So here's a little peep of what some of his work he does on the ones and twos. Check this out.
Yeah. Let's get warm. Let's get warm. Let's get warm. Rock and ride, what up? If you're 25 and younger, welcome to Rock and Soul. This is the creator.
Listen, that dude is a beast. And also, he has the blindfolders on because he will take those blindfolders, put it on his eyes, and juggle and go back and forth. I mean, this is how much committed over the years he's done this and just tore the place down. I mean, blindfolded. Now, there's lots of different things when it comes to DJing. As you can see right there, that was scratching. Big up to all my people. Big up to Mo Man. Big up to Charles Williams. Big up to Coco. Big up to James. You know, Liu Kang. Oh, I see my boy. Yeah, we go. Liu Kang. Al Unique up in the building. All right. We got all our hip hop heads. Marvin Walker. Big up to everybody. Yo, so you got different types of styles. What I like to do also is talk about blending. Now, blending is when you take like a beat like this. Check this out. All right. Now let's get this beat right here. Uh-huh. All right, wrong beat. Come on, here we go. Now, let's do it like this. Now, blending is when you take one beat and then you rock it with another song or something like that. Let's do it like this. So as you can see right there, we blended a little bit of Aretha Franklin, Rocksteady. Big up, John. Thank you. I gotta hold it down for the team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, right there, as you can see, taking like a beat and just rocking with something else, a little rock steady. You know what I'm saying? And we can keep going. We can keep going. Ain't stopping nothing. But as you can see, that's a whole nother thing when it comes to blending. You got scratching. Now, when it comes to scratching, speaking of, let's take it back to scratching. Here we go. So then you got scratching.
Got it good.
We're gonna get on down now.
So let's
Yo,
rock.
rock the funky beats.
Check it out.
Yo, bust the mix.
Here we go.
So
Come
y'all hear
on.
that right there? Y'all hear that right there?
Danger. Blow you out of the frame.
Yo. Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. We gonna get on down. We gonna get on down now. We gonna get on down now. Go!
Yeah, 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 boy.
We gonna get on down now.
So there you go with a little taste of that right there. Right there, you got the scratching, you got the blending, and then you got another thing which you call juggling. So big up to also Comrade in the building. That's right. We up in here. That's right. Tell him be listening to the Ear Doctor right now. In case you didn't know. We gotta turn that volume up on that. So other than that, you got another thing that you call juggling. So what I like to do with that is I like to pull up this one song. Check this out. And once again, welcome. Y'all are tuned into the Remix Morning Show. And y'all rocking out with the Ear Doctor this morning. All our hosts got busy, got late in traffic. Some people it's just a bunch of stuff going on. But you know I had to come in here and hold it down for a second for y'all. So let's do it like this. All right, boom. So let's do it like this. We got two songs right here. Well, one song that we're gonna juggle. And it goes like this. So check this out. Juggling is when you go back and forth, side to side. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do it like this. All right. Y'all know the song.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. 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 That's the 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 sound of the police.
Come on.
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. 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 That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
So as you can see right there, that's a little bit of juggling going back and forth with no other than my boy KRS-One, Sound of the Police. As you can see, I'm up over here knocking microphones down and everything, but that's just giving you a little taste right there, some hip hop. If y'all got any questions in the chat room or anything, comments, anything, put them up there. Big up to Lady Alex, the Spider-Man, 7285. That's right. Making your way through traffic. Making your way through traffic today takes everything you got. All right. So that's a beautiful thing. Like I said, you got different types of scratching, you got juggling, you got blending and mixing and transitions. If you want to go to patreon.com, you can also see, if you are a member with the Patreon, you can see that I did something on transitions. Now, when it comes to transitions, that's all about making sure that the groove don't never stop. So if we was to take you to transitions, like let's see, let's do something like something that regularly don't go together. So here we go. So let's say I was doing this.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know where the tricks were. It seems I don't get time out anymore.
So as you can see right there, we got Kick Push, Lupe Fiasco, one-on-one, Hall and Notes. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to have a nice transition like that, you gotta rock it right. So once you rocking it right, so let's say even if we was to go, let's push the limit a little bit. Let's push the limit a little bit, take it to this, and then let's take it back to a classic hip hop song by my Jersey homegirl Nikki D.
So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the wave roll, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast.
Switch to open up and get with ya. A pocket full of dreams for my love for kids. I never concentrated on the fact that I'm loved.
Now, see, the most important part of this is when you're talking about transition is making sure the beats per minute hit right. So when we're talking beats per minute, it's like it's a heartbeat. Big up to my man Minister Server, one of the dopest hip hop grand pops that you gonna know about. Hip hop head all around together. Big up to Minister Server. So what was I saying? So like when you're talking about transitions, it's all about that beat per minute. It's like a heartbeat. It's that beat per minute that hits. So when we're talking about getting people on the dance floor, sometimes when you talk about hip hop, it usually stays in around the 90s, the 95 era. I mean, 95 range when it talks about, you know, hitting it off like that. But when we're talking about dancing, it goes to a BPM of almost 120. That's why when we talk about certain hip hop songs and we be like, oh, they pop. MC Hammer, what is it? Kid and Play. We're talking about going from like 117 to 120 and up. But when you talk about dance music, you usually gonna have it in the BPM of 120, like this one right here. But this is 123. So check this out. So you see that right there? That's that dance right there. So that's 123. Now, when we was talking about this Nikki D song,
Girl, not the girl that daddy knew. Daddy never had a clue of what his little girl would do. A drifter, switch to open up and get with ya.
So there, right there, you got the little rock right there. So then when you talk about going back to the whole, yes, there's a little bit of house music for the morning time. Then when you talk about going to trap music, now we take you down to a BPM that's like mad, like you're talking about the 70s. But here's the dope thing about trap music and it being in the 70s. When you double it up, it's like 140. do the math. You know what I'm saying? As the gods and the earth to say, you got to do the math then. So let's say, let's see. Let's go with da, 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 da. Let's go with this one right here. Let's just go with this beat right here. All right, so boom, that right there that's Ray Shrimmer. So you got that right there, right? So that's 70 BPM. Now that's usually around how the trap do. Now when we talk about trap music, I always talk about how different vibrations and stuff align with your chakras. So that right there involves the root chakra with that low bass, that bass that hit like A lot of it is like that. But check this out. When we talk about mixing, then we could do it like this, because you take a 140 song and you mix it with a 70 song, a 70, and we talk about BPM right now. So let's go back. So this is gonna mix with a 140. So, you know, when I talk to the youth, I always let them know that if you want to get into this DJing, you got to learn math. You got to understand how to count. You got to count when you're coming in, when it comes to transitions. You got to count when you need to mix a song all the way up that's fast and then bring it down to a slower. So if I was already up like there, so you see that transition right there, you're still rocking to it, but then it slowed down. Now you can go to a whole nother space. And when I was talking about earlier, when it comes to needle dropping, it's about being able to drop a record right on, like let's say, what's a good song where you hear it as soon as it drop? All right, check this out. I got one. So as soon as you hear a song like this, you're gonna be ready to run to the dance floor. So as soon as you hear like a needle drop, you're out in the party, you're dancing, and you hear this. So you can stop the music at any time. You can stop the music at any time and just drop that, and then everybody just goes crazy. So that's a whole nother part. So let me see. We got Deal in the Real, one of the hip hop's best one-hit wonders of the post swing over here, shorty. Yeah. And speaking of that, one of the best producers that dealt with stuff over the years, we got to give it up to Jermaine Dupri, which right now they're talking about Jermaine Dupri battling Puffy, which will be a good one because they all got a bunch of hits. But I mean, Jermaine Dupri been rocking that bass music from when I first moved down south, to doing R&B with Usher, to doing hip hop with Criss Cross, and staying there always staying in the game. So yeah, certain songs like that will make you run to the dance floor and get big up. Big up Ricky Ryan. Big up all my people. Anna Hart. Yes. Big up Manny. You know what I'm saying? If I said that wrong, you know me. Didn't mean it, but I said it. I might have. But anyway, so that's pretty much what we're talking about today. We just wanted to give y'all a couple tips on what hip hop is, some of the elements, and show you the whole DJing aspect of it. But like I was saying, when I talk about this, it's passion. You know what I'm saying? It really comes around to understanding your math, understanding your songs. And when it comes to picking and selecting a good DJ, I'm doing my little pitch right here. But when it comes to selecting a good DJ, Manny now, I ain't get that right. Well, I'm working on it. But when it comes to having a good DJ, you want to find somebody that's reading the crowd. You got some DJs that look at their computer the whole time and they're not really looking at the crowd. They just concentrating on their mix. So my whole thing is the energy I get from the crowd, I give it back like 200%. So therefore, you might have an older person over here. You might have a younger person over here. What song am I going to play that's going to connect them? Well, a lot of times the younger person will follow the older person. So let me put on a song that the older person knows, and then the younger person will follow. Now I got both of them on the dance floor. Now I can slide in something that's a song that's like right cut in between where they both know, but they're both going to dance to. So it's really all about finding somebody that knows music, knows how to read the crowd, and you got so many different styles of DJ. Like for me, for instance, I do weddings, I do corporate, and when you talk about corporate, that's being able to play to all different races because people at corporate, they hire whoever. So you got to be able to rock for all different races. Then you got a bar DJ. A bar DJ sits there and plays whatever until somebody gives them a tip or something to play something else. It's almost like a jukebox. They don't get paid a whole lot, but they get more free range to play whatever they want. A club DJ has to come and play the same songs that you hear all the time on the radio. And then you got drunk people running up, yo, you play this song, it's my homegirl's birthday, and blah, 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 it's my people's. And then club DJ also has to deal with people that want to get their music played when you're talking about dealing with artists and stuff like that. So these club DJs got it. I don't want to be a club DJ. I don't want to have to deal with artists running up saying, could you play this song? Could you do this, that, and the third? I want to pretty much just be in my zone. But that's another style of DJ. So then you also have kids DJs where you're just playing kid music and interacting with the kids. So the thing is, it's a lot of different styles of DJing. It's not just one. I enjoy playing house parties, hood ratchet. I'm doing a hood ratchet pool party this Saturday. So it's enjoying the music, enjoying how people react towards it, and that's what I do. I love it, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. So that's what I came to bring for y'all today. It's going to be a short remix show because I'm not going to sit here and talk for 2 hours about hip hop, although I know y'all will love it. Yeah. So with that said, also any questions about the DJing when it comes to different styles of DJing, or any questions about hip hop or anything like that? Because if it comes down to it, I'm gonna have to. I know Minister Server is somewhere. I'm gonna have to call up Minister Server, and we're gonna do the Remix Morning Show all hip hop. I know he would love that. I know that some people out here will love that because sometimes it's a lot of craziness going on in the news and you need a break from it. But yeah, today we just dealing with some hip hop. No, do you use vinyl? No more. Reason I don't use vinyl is because it's so much easier to carry around a laptop with music instead of carrying around a bunch of crates that will break your back after years of carrying crates. And I've been through the crate era of carrying crates just to get in the club with another DJ. Nah, not no more. And then you're limited with your music. And if anybody's going to Sundays and listen to Sundays, then they know that I don't play a whole song. I hardly ever play a whole song. So if I was to do my mix on Sundays, I would have to have like 5 or 6 crates of records. Minister, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I would have to have like 5 or 6 crates of records, and then at the same time, you got to worry about if it's any scratches in the records, especially if you had them for a while and they dusty and old. Then you got to go through all your records and wipe them down and be prepared. But they do have vinyl kickbacks in the city where you'll have a bunch of DJs just bring out their vinyls and different DJs will get on and rep. You know what I'm saying? But I was around in that era. You said, what was your first blend of songs? Oh, man. I can't. I can't even go back that far. But yeah. That's man. I remember one of my best blends I do, which I could give you a little piece of, and you could rock with it. Also, one of my best blends I'll give to you is this one right here. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. It's actually a house blend, and what I have to do with this is I have to turn it up. I have to speed it up. I have to speed it up so that it can hit right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to speed a song or songs up just so they can hit right. So when it comes to that, like let's say this one right here, I'm gonna speed this up to 117, and then I'm gonna rock this one right here. All right, so y'all ready? All right, here's one right here. Here's a blend that I do on the reg. So if you ever come to Sundays and you hear the house blend, you know this is my joint right here. So as you can see right there, that's hot music, Soho mixed with All I Do, Stevie Wonder. And that All I Could Do song is, as you can see, when it goes by itself, how light it is. You know what I'm saying? You can see how light it is. Because it's not a lot of instrumentation under it, I'm able to pull out the bass and pull out all that other sound and then turn the vocals up a little bit and let it rock onto the beat. And see, a lot of house heads, they love to dance. And like I said, a big part of music is dancing. I love to see people dancing, having a good time. And that right there, that when I play that mix, you'll see everybody singing along, just like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is what it is. Any other things before I get up out of here? Big up to OBE. That's right. Big up to Vicky. Big up to Nia. Yeah. Big up to all the people that's clocking in right here, right now. Big up to DJ Momo. Go ahead, Momo. Rock that mix right there. I know you already on it. So listen, this is what it is for the day. Let's see what we got right here. The Ear Doctor's most significant hip hop DJ of all time, in your opinion. Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, or I would have to say, without Kool Herc, they say hip hop wouldn't be born. So yeah, without Kool Herc, hip hop wouldn't be born. But also without pretty much like this, without Flash, we wouldn't be able to go back and forth to the different songs like we do. You know what I'm saying? So all of them are pretty much important. Let me see what we got right here. What's your thoughts on celebrity DJs, Minister Server? My thoughts on celebrity DJs is, before they were celebrities, they love music. You know what I'm saying? And now they're able to get equipment for the low, you know what I'm saying, and get on and do their thing. My thing with a celebrity DJ or any DJ is, are you passionate about it? Can you rock a crowd? If you're not rocking the crowd, can you do good transitions? Do you know what song could follow up? Because at the same time, a lot of this is storytelling when it comes to DJs. You're telling a story while you're playing music. Some just play the hot stuff and that's it. But to each his own. I really listen. I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. Can you rock the party or can you blend, transition, and all that stuff? So that I'm not sitting here drinking on my BPM cup and then I hear like a bad transition. I'm like, whoa. That's like it's like when you in a party dancing. If you hear this transition and it's not hot, then you're gonna stop and be like, oh, and then wait to see if you could catch the groove again. So that's what's most important to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important to me. Yeah, you talking about Solange and Erica Badu. Yes, they are both nice. And you gotta think, Erica Badu is an MC. She sings, she produces, she is hip hop. So when it comes to people like that, like real like Shaq DJs, Shaq raps. Y'all might not like his lyrics or whatever, but he did a song with Biggie. I'm just saying. Now go check those lyrics out on that song and tell me Shaq can't rap. Big up to Jersey while we there anyway. So yeah, big up to Charles. Yes. You gotta have the passion. Other than that, listen, I really enjoy it, like I said, and make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button if y'all haven't already. This is the Remix Morning Show, but today, matter of fact, I'm slipping over here. I'm slipping. Let me put this up here so y'all can recognize. All right, the Remix Morning Show right there. So this is pretty much okay. Yeah, Shaq DJs, Snoop DJs, Talib Kweli DJs. Now if I could think of any other like celebrity, like you had Paris Hilton DJing, and that was more like a gimmick. I mean, yeah, that was more like a gimmick. She's not on that level of DJing. I wouldn't give her the respect unless I really heard her, sat down, and been like, okay. But it's when it comes to math, a lot of people, it's not super hard. It's real. The only hard thing is making sure that you know what song you want to play next, because you got to realize that, okay, I'm playing a song. Here comes somebody, and let me give y'all a couple tips when it comes to DJing. Or when it comes to asking the DJ certain questions. Do not come up like this with your phone and be like, yo, could you play the song next? Could you play the song next? Yo, that's the most disrespectful. That's like going up to somebody making fries at Burger King and be like, yo, could you put some pepper in there? Could you put some pepper in there? B, it's an ingredients to this. Let me work this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got actually, yeah, Idris Elbis. Did I say that? Elba. I DJ'd with that guy one time here at Justin's in ATL. He got so drunk that night. We had to help carry this dude out the door. And he's all right. He's a decent DJ. He's been doing it for a while too. So yeah, Idris is nice. Idris is nice. But yeah, back to it. When it comes to tips, yeah, when you want to ask, if you really want a song played, you slide a little change to the DJ and be like, yo, you mind playing this right here? It will really be nice. I'm celebrating this over here. You know what I'm saying? DJing is a service. So just like you serve a waiter and you give them a tip, you do that to a DJ too, especially if you have them come do an event for you, like a wedding, a party, or anything. If they really rocked it and went out and did their thing, slide them a little tip. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, Idris was washed. He was washed. But yeah, y'all remember Justin's? Diddy had a club back in the day. No, a restaurant. Justin's. That was the name of his son, and that was the name of the restaurant. But he had a lot of dope things at that restaurant. Other than that, yeah. So this is, once again, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Remix Morning Show. Today we are only rocking for 45 minutes. So that means we got about 4 minutes left. It just played DJ in a series. Diddley, I don't remember, but I do remember Usher did a movie about being a DJ. Yeah, Usher played a DJ in a movie. Yeah. And And like I said, once again, there's so many different styles of DJing. There's so much love and things that go into this hip hop that it's something that we are. It's a culture. Is what we are, as my brother Minister Server says all the time. It's what we are, what we do, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we got to continue to understand what this stuff does, because it all comes from stemming from the drums, which was outlawed back in Virginia when they was like, yo, these slaves is getting a little bit out of hand here. They're getting out of hand. And then the drum would let the people know on the next plantation, like, yo, we about to march. We about to come run up and handle biz. So we got to always remember that this music right here is something special. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to putting content on it, when you come to putting lyrics, and when it comes to being a listener and bringing it and putting it into your body, which you digest, that's very important. A lot of this stuff is undigestible. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want to eat everything on your plate. You want to eat your starches. You want to eat your greens. You want to eat your protein. So it's a whole lot of different musics that you could digest. They don't all have to be positive, high, peace, and this. It could be, if that's what you need in your life. Because I chose the name Ear Doctor because I realized that music is medicine. And what happens is, when it goes inside you, it can make you feel good. It can make you feel sad. It could take you back to a space and time. It's a beautiful thing. So respect it and continue to, represent in your own style way. If you were MC, if you were a singer, if you were a DJ, if you were a graph artist, if you're a break dancer. And another thing that we was talking about yesterday, when we was talking about how corporate America has pretty much tried to hold down hip hop and break it up, just like it does the black families. It did the same. Like I said before, when you had a DJ started it all. So let's just think about this. A DJ started it all, just like if we was to go back to Africa. The drum started. And then the drum was like, you know what? I need somebody to tell the story of the community. I need somebody to get on here and put something down. So then the MC came, because the DJ was back there mixing, but he wasn't able to go and get on the microphone like that because they was concentrating on the mix. So he said, let me bring this MC in. So then the MC comes in and is like, yo, bam, 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 I need people to get on the dance floor. Next, here comes the break dancers. The break dancers, why they call it break dancers, is because while you have a piece in the song that's like a break, it's like the break part of the song that was being looped back. That's what Kool Herc was doing. He was taking the break part of the song and playing that part, having the same song on the other one, and keep playing the break back and forth. So therefore, you got the term break dancers. So this is when the dancers came out doing the breaks and did their thing. Next, what do you have is this the whole story of this. So now you seeing the DJ, you seeing the MC, and you seeing the break dancers. We take it back to Africa. We see the drummers. We see the griots. We see the dancers. Now, how do we put this all together and show the future how this is done? Then we take the graph artists. We take the pyramids. We take the hieroglyphics that was painting the pictures of what we did as a society. So then you got the graffiti artists that's painting their names down, the different people that was on that laid the foundation for hip hop. Graffiti art is also political. A lot of people is politicized. They put stuff up on buildings to let you know this is what's happening. This is how it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about hip hop, we got to realize that it ain't just start in 1973. The birth of hip hop was August 13th, 1973. I get it. But when we talking about this real, it started way back. And this is how it was all captured. So it was captured by the graffiti artists so that it could be passed down and the legend could be told by the griots. And then you even got breakdancers. You got, the beatbox, another element of hip hop. When it comes to beatboxing, then you had the people that was doing the hand bone. That's a whole nother way to make an instrument with your body. So they made the instrument with the make the music with your mouth is. So you had that right there. So Hambone also brought you that beat when you didn't have it. Because you got to think, when we was in schools on the lunch tables, we made it happen. And that's the whole thing about hip hop, is that we took nothing and made it something. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have much, but we made it what it was. So that's the beautiful thing. Big up to Hiram. Big up to Hiram. That's right. Style Wars, definitely. You can see Style Wars. And when you see it, you can also see one of our DJs that just made their transition. Oh my goodness. I can't remember it. Dez. Yeah. I'm sure somebody will help me. The DJ just made a transition. DJ Cap, not Cap. Cap died too. I need I need Kamal on the who died. K Slay. Thank you, DJ K Slay, which was a very important part of hip hop when it comes to graffiti and DJing and MCing and the whole hip hop culture. So that pretty much is what it is. And thank y'all all for tuning in today. I know. Wait a minute. Did I see Kim Brown in the chat? Yes, I did. Kim Brown had to handle some business, but she is in the chat. Okay. No doubt. Hey, we all out here handling business. We appreciate everybody's contribution to the Remix Morning Show. And speaking of all our remixes, we appreciate y'all coming here and supporting us. You know, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, and y'all could be like, listen, I came here for news. I want to know what's going on. But y'all stuck around and was like, listen, let's get a little history lesson from the ear doctor when it comes to this hip hop. I have no problem doing that. I also teach it to kids because it's important. Like when I was in school, history was about Romans and serfs and turfs and all that stuff that we was dealing with. It was European history. I learned nothing about my history until I got to college. I didn't learn about Black history till I got to college. Now think of how that affected a lot of people that never went to college. They never learned Black history. They never learned about people that did so many great things that would inspire them to continue the legacy to do even bigger and better things. So not having that self-love of what your people did, I would have never got it. So I gotta say, listen, big up to learning your history, big up to the history of hip hop, big up to our history, because we are hip hop and we created it. So with that said, I'm about to be out for the day. I gotta go DJ a senior citizens home today. That's right. So if you're DJing a senior citizens home, what songs do you play? You play a little bit of Motown. You know what I'm saying? You play a little bit of Going to the Go, baby. Some old school Smokey Robinson, which also falls under Motown. But you play some old school stuff that they like and take them to a place. I've also DJ'd at mental homes. Did I say that right? Mentally disabled. Oh boy, I'd be messing words up. But yeah, for people that have some mental problems, I played at those places, and I'm telling you, you can see somebody sitting in the chair the whole time, just staring off into space. And then you play this one song, they will get up and start dancing like it's 1972. I'm telling you, it is amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see what this music can do for people. And with that said, I'm about to be out of this piece. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Remix Morning Show for today. This was Remixed with Hip Hop by yours truly, the Ear Doctor. So peace out to y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to all the dope shows we got coming this weekend. Starting this Friday, we got I Mix What I Like with Dr. Jared Ball. We got did y'all check out Riot Starter? He just had a dope interview on Riot Starter. We got Burn It Down Kim Brown. We got Jackie Lukeman. We got Warrior Class. And Sundays, we gonna see. We might do something special. There's a thing down here in Atlanta called House in the Park. I might be attending that, and I might take y'all with me. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's what it is for today. This is the Remix Morning Show. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time and down the line. Peace all. Have a great one. Yeah.